Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Chat Show Podcast. I'm your host, Justin Everett. Tyler Hill, I want to thank you so much for joining me here as my co-host today on the program, and I want to thank all you fine folks for coming my way and giving my podcast a listen. Today on the show, as always, I'm going to tell a crazy, intense, unbelievable story. Today the topic is, of course, about my old pal Brandon, aka Scoop, and his grandmother. So, here it goes, if you're all ready. Anyway, so I'll start from the beginning. Brandon and I went to KFC on his grandma's Mystery Machine Scooby-Doo dookie-colored van. Then, lady comes on the speaker, "Welcome to KFC, can I take your order? She sounds cute. I bet she's cute. Ooh, baby." And I place the order. We pull up to the front window. Brandon sees who it was on the speaker, and he goes, "Ugh!" And he says, "She's old. She sounded cute on the speaker." I said, "That speaker must make their voice sound younger or something, I don't know." He's like, "Ugh, she's old." And I'm like, you want me to give her your number?" He said, "Justin, if you do, I'll kill you." I was like, "I'll give her your number for you." He was like, "You better not." And I was just kidding with him. So we get the food. Then Brandon's like, "Oh, I forgot. We need some honey mustard," so we pull back through the drive-thru. This time it's a different lady at the window. It's a young girl, about our age. And like I said, I thought her name was Paola. And he said, "That ain't no Paola, that's Penelope." And I was like, "It's Paola, P-A-O-L-A. Paola, that's Paola to me." He said, "That's Penelope." So we're arguing back and forth if her name is Paola or Penelope. And then he says, she's hot. And then he says, "I think I'm going to tell her I like her eyes when she comes back to the window to give us the honey mustard." I said, "All right." So she comes back to the window, hands us the honey mustard, and we're just sitting there because I'm waiting on Brandon to tell her he likes her eyes, because that's what he said he was going to do. And we're just sitting there. It's awkward silence. She's like, "Anything else?" I said, "Brandon?" He didn't say nothing. I was like, she said, "Okay, well, I'm going to close the window now." Okay, and then the minute she closed the window, "I love your eyes." I was like, "You idiot, she already closed the window. She didn't hear you." Dummy. I thought you were going to say it. I was waiting for you to say it. What happened? He said, "I got nervous." He says it after she closes the window. Alright, so we get back to the apartment. Now, his grandma had sent us there. That's why I took his van. And she took her van. And that's why she gave us the money to pay for it. And so we pull up. We get in the house. They forgot to give us straws. I have no problem with no straw. I took the lid off, drank it out the cup, and Brandon's like, "They didn't give us straws." I said, "No." He said, "Dang, and I don't have any here neither." And so he goes, "Man." And I said, "Just drink it out of the cup, dude." "Nah, that's ghetto." I said, "How's that ghetto? You drink out of cups here, but those are hard plastic. It's ghetto to drink out of paper cup." I said, "Then pour it in a hard plastic cup." "Nah, that's even ghetto-er." He said, "I'm just not going to drink it." I said, "You're not going to drink it because you don't have a straw." "Yep." "You won't drink it without a straw." "Nope. That's ghetto to drink it without a straw. And to pour it in a hard plastic cup is ghetto-er." He said, "I'm just not going to drink it." I said, "You're going to waste that full drink just because you don't have a straw." "Yep." I said, "Well, give it to me." He said, "Nuh-uh, then you're going to be ghetto." I said, "I don't mind being ghetto for the day. I'll take the drink." He said, "I don't want you being ghetto." I said, "Bang, bang, west side, homie, what's up? I'm ghetto for the day. Now give me the drink." He was like, He said, "I'm just going to dump it out." I was like, "What?" He said, "I don't have a straw to drink it with, and I don't know any other way to drink it. So I'm just going to dump it out." So he goes outside and dumps it out. I'm like, you are so damn picky. Like I said, he could set the record for world's pickiest man. And the woman I told you about on the past podcast could set the record for world's pickiest woman. So anyway, he pours it out. His grandma comes out there with her KFC, because we gave her hers, then we ate ours. And she's like, "Scoop, where your drink? Justin and I got drinks. I know that meals came with drinks." He said, "I know, I dumped it out." She's like, "You what?" "I dumped it out." "Why you dump that out? Why you waste my money? That was my money. I paid for this. You dumping it out, wasting my money." "Explain." "I didn't have a straw to drink it." "So drink it out the cup." "That's ghetto." "Then pour it in a plastic cup." "That's even ghetto-er." So I just dumped it. She said, "Scoop, I know you didn't waste my money like that." He said, "Go out there." "I'm going to go out there. I'm going to go out there." And then she goes out there and you hear her from outside, "What?"
like, what's wrong with you? And she starts slapping him. Wasted my drink. What's wrong with you? She's like pimp slapping him. And then he grabs her by the hair and starts pulling her hair. She's like, screaming. Because he has her by the hair. And he's pulling her by her hair. And she's going, and so this starts another fight. Then she runs, after he pulls her hair, she runs and go get some ice out of the freezer. And this was in the still kind of when it was cold. It wasn't hot yet. She gets the ice out of the freezer and pours it down Brandon's shirt. And he's like, ooh, 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 cold. And then he gets some ice and puts it in her wave cap, and then he puts some down her robe, and she's like, ooh, he, ooh, ooh, he, ooh, that's cold, ooh, he, ooh, ooh, polar bear in my clothes, polar bear in my clothes, ooh, he, ooh, oh, icy in my clothes, icy in my clothes, ooh, he, ooh, ah, ooh. And then he puts more down her shirt. She's like, "Ooh, Klondike bar in my clothes. Klondike bar in my clothes. Ooh, he, ooh." So I'm guessing this ice was cold. And she said all this stuff. And then she goes, "I didn't want to have to do this. Didn't want to have to do this. But I'm gonna have to sick Betsy on ya. Betsy!" And then she runs into her room, brings out a stuffed crow, not like a stuffed cotton crow, a taxidermy stuffed crow, and she has it on a string. She's like, "I used to date a taxidermist. This is a crow that's been stuffed, and now you're gonna feel the wrath of Betsy." Ah! She starts lassoing it around, and then whang! Whips it and hits Brandon in the face with it. And he's like, "Ah!" And then he grabs it from her and then starts boom, 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 picks it up by the back and starts like smashing it over her face and putting the beak on her face. And she's like, "Ah, ah, ah, ah." And then the feathers come off and she's like, "Ah, ah, ah, ah." And finally they both wear each other out. And then they're sitting down just... She says, "Scoop, you gonna go back up there. Tell them what you did. You gonna tell them you accidentally dropped that drink and they gonna give you another one." "All right, Mama, but I'll make sure I get a straw this time." She said, "Forget the straw. You ain't wasting my money. You getting that drink with straw or no straw." She said, "You gonna need a straw to breathe by the time I get done with you if you don't get that drink." And then he says, "Fine, so we have to go back up there." I'm not saying nothing, because I'm afraid they're going to do something to me. We're all driving up there. He tells him, "I dropped my drink. Can I get another one?" He shows him the receipt. They give him his drink. And then he says, "Can I get a straw this time?" And they go, "We're out of straws." And then his grandma goes, "Oh, no. Oh, no. Y'all gonna give him a straw, because if y'all don't give him a straw, he gonna dump it out and waste it. Give him a straw." They're like, "We're out of straws." She says, "You know what, fine, I'm gonna make him a straw. I'm gonna make you a straw, Scoop." She gets she goes in the bathroom of KFC, gets the toilet paper, pulls out that cardboard tube, sticks it in the drink and says, "There's your straw. There you go." He goes, "Mama, this ain't a straw." And then he finally tells her, "You know what, Mama, I'll just drink it out the paper cup." And then she just kind of stops and said, "What'd you say?" "I'll just drink it out the paper cup." And then she just looks around and goes, slaps him in the face really hard, and then says, "Let's get out of here." And that's the story.
Well, that about wraps it up for today here on the Chat Show podcast. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and listening. And if you want to hear more, be sure to subscribe and just constantly come back to the channel and check, because I will have lots of funny, crazy stories for you to come in the future. Tyler Hill, I want to thank you so much for being my co-host here today on the program. And that is about all the time we have. I'm your host, Justin Everett. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Chat Show podcast. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.